The thing I'll miss most is rum and cokes with Grandma. That's what I'm most scared about in all this. Not dying, not the end of the world, not all the things I haven't done yet, the time I've wasted, not whether I'm going to heaven or hell. I'm most scared about never having rum and cokes with Grandma again. I've already dealt with the fact that, one way or another, this ride's going to end, maybe even soon, and that just in case there is no heaven, I better make the most of it now. I've always imagined hell as someone showing you all your missed opportunities over and over forever. And I've already accepted the thought of the awful fevers, the feeling like I'm suffocating sitting still, the nightmare coughing, the hallucinating, but what I'm not ready to deal with yet is no more rum and cokes with Grandma. My grandma lives alone, way out in the country. It's a part of town that basically only attracts high school kids looking to drink and fool around by bonfires. She's lived there as long as anyone's known her, so I'd drive way out into the sticks now and again to go see Grandma, and she'd always be sitting in the living room in her big relaxing chair. She never locked the doors. One time a guy let himself in and brought her a cake, and the two of them sat at her dining room table, eating cake and drinking coffee and talking for hours. When she told me about this, I asked her who it was. She said she didn't have any idea, but figured if he brought her a cake, he couldn't mean her any harm. I'd walk in, and she'd always ask me if she could get me something.
Maybe a rum and coke?
No matter what I'd say, she'd always reply,
Well, Grandma's going to fix herself a little rum and coke.
Then she'd pour out a little Coke and a lot of rum in a glass, drop a little umbrella in it, and we'd sit there and drink and talk for a while. She'd always say,
You know if you pass out before me, I'm going to draw on your face, right?
I just smile and nod. She'd say,
Yep. I'm going to draw a long, strong, pink ding-dong right there on your face.
and by the time she finished her thought, she also would have finished her drink, and she'd pour herself another. The last time I got to see her, she asked me,
Honey, why don't you bring any girls over to meet Grandma? I don't embarrass you, do I?
Now, by that point, she was getting pretty belligerent, and she said,
Oh, I know what it is. You aren't embarrassed. You just don't have a girl to bring over to meet Grandma. I'll bet that's what it is. You don't have a girl to bring over to meet Grandma, and you just sit around and play with your ding-dong all the time. Just like the ding-dong I'm going to draw in your face when you black out.
I just smiled politely, and she kept going.
A strapping young lad your age, and you don't have girls lined up around the block waiting for you?
She said,
You know, when I was your age, I had boys lined up outside my house to take turns petting my panini. Now that was a long time ago, and I was a lot younger then. But sometimes they'll still come over to see my diaper dances. Oh, you know, I wear a diaper now. I don't have to. I still have full control of my bladder and bowels. I don't even accidentally toilet myself. Never have. I thank the good Lord above I've never gone boom boom in my bloomers, to tell you the truth. I just like the convenience and feel of a good diaper.
She paused to think and pour herself another drink. Then she continued,
You know, I don't care if I lose my hair, if I lose my teeth, if I lose my vision or my hearing, just as long as I don't ever lose control of my bowels.
She was pretty deep into her third cocktail. She took a little longer to collect her thoughts, maybe to think about whether or not she should share them with me at all, but then she took another sip and kept going.
Oh, I drilled a hole in my bathroom wall a while back so men could come watch me take a diaper on and off. Did you know that? Yeah, I'll do a little diaper dance in my bathroom mirror like this, see?
And she got up and danced a little, as much as she could.
And I'll sing, There's a place in France where the naked ladies dance. There's a hole in the wall where the men see it all.
Then she sat down hard in her chair, and after a little while of just sitting, she said,
Yeah, those boys, they get a kick out of that.
Then she fell asleep. That was the last time I saw my grandma. Maybe for a while, maybe for good, I don't know. All I know is two things. I love my grandma, and I know that someday, somewhere, maybe in her living room or somewhere else, we'll have rum and cokes together again. The other thing is, that day, the last time I saw her, after she fell asleep, I sat there and finished my drink. Then I got up and washed our glasses, set them out to dry, and left. Before I could get back to my car, it hit me that something wasn't right, so I let myself back inside. I wish I could say, with everything going on, that I had some feeling, some premonition or something, that this might be the last time I ever saw my grandma, so I went back to take one last long look at her asleep in her relaxing chair. But really, I went back in and drew a giant dong on her face, just like she would have done for me.